Let's have a look at the third manoeuvre of the Sportsman schedule, 2 consecutive inside loops. When performing this manoeuvre, it's important to fly through the entire manoeuvre and not simply haul on the sticks through each loop. I'll give you tips throughout the manoeuvre as to when you should use the elevator and power, but each model will behave differently and you need to watch the model and react to how it's flying. I won't talk about wind correction at this stage, but this will also affect how you need to fly the manoeuvre and hence how you need to react. Model flies straight and level on the centre line, starting a 40 to 60 metre diameter loop. Wings should be level at the top and the bottom. Flying the second loop superimposed over the first. And exiting straight and level and at the same height that the manoeuvre was entered. Okay, let's break the manoeuvre down. The model flies straight and level for at least 30 metres. 30 metres of straight and level flight is required before and after all manoeuvres, and you are judged on this. But to ensure that you are settled and prepared for the manoeuvre, it would be best for you to fly straight and level for at least 100 metres before each manoeuvre. At the centre line, start the loop by pulling on the elevator, gently at first. Gently increasing the elevator. Once the model reaches the vertical point, you would normally start to gently release the elevator. At the top of the loop, the wings should be level and the model should once again be in front of you, that is, on the centre line. The power should normally still be on and usually no elevator is needed, letting gravity bring the model gently through the loop. If the power is reduced too early or too much elevator is applied, the model will descend rapidly and the geometry of the loop will be lost. At this point, you would normally reduce power to idle or a bit above idle and start to gently apply the elevator. More elevator is normally required about here. Around this point, apply full power again so that you are entering the second loop at the same speed that you entered the first loop. You would also start to gently relax the elevator a bit to preserve the geometry of the loop and not ascend too rapidly. At the bottom of the first loop and start of the second loop, the wings should again be level. The model should be in front of you, that is, on the centre line, and the model should be at the same height that you started at. Be careful not to apply too much elevator at this point. Fly the second loop superimposed over where the first loop was. Once again, coming back to the same height that you started at, exit the second loop by flying out straight and level for at least 30 metres. Looking at the real flight example again, the model flies straight and level, gently starting a 40 to 60 metre loop on the centre line. Preferably the wings should be level throughout, but especially at the top and bottom. Power is applied before reaching the bottom. There is no change in heading nor corkscrewing in or out. The loops are flown smoothly without any sharp changes in the radius, and finally exiting straight and level at the same height that the manoeuvre was entered. And that completes the third manoeuvre, 2 consecutive inside loops.